Is it worth it to learn Ansible in 2023? My name is Luca Burton and I'm your Ansible pilot. So just few days ago I came across this article and in my opinion it's very interesting because it's from Forrester. You know, Forrester is one of the most famous IT analysts. The other are like IDC, Gartner, so on and so forth. So this is very interesting because it's a report from Q1 2023 that highlights who are the most influential company in the automation space, especially in the infrastructure automation. As you probably know, Ansible is a infrastructure automation tool that is open source. As you can see, it's very interesting, this graphic. It looks like Gartner as a magic quadrant that showcase who are the most influential companies and what is they offering. As you can see, there is classified by the strongest strategy and the stronger current offerings. It looks like that the leader at the moment are Red Hat with Ansible and VMware. VMware was historically very strong with a lot of virtualization software, and there are also very prominent other well-known names, for example Puppet, and other companies are moving on in this quadrant. As you can see, Red Hat is playing a leader in this quadrant and in my opinion is one of the best infrastructure automation technology nowadays because it not only automates the workload in your on-premise, it can automate any type of workload, cloud provider, containers and pipeline. There are many usage, not only infrastructure, also configuration management, configuration as a code. I find that is very interesting also that vision of multi-cloud or hybrid cloud to use the same tool in the on-premise, on cloud computing and on cloud, on hybrid interfaces. So it might not be the most specific for all the use case. For example, Terraform is amazing with Amazon Web Services, but you can always integrate with Ansible and you can always do something that is very close with Ansible. Especially the collection, there is plenty of resources outside of engine. The engine is pretty small, but you can extend with additional collection to interact with some type of service. If you are new to Ansible, also the learning curve is quite straightforward because the language is very human readable and rely on YAML format. So in my opinion, it's worth to learn Ansible in 2023. The learning curve is not difficult and you can apply and save time from probably not day one, but from day two. Because for sure you have some script that you wrote before, I don't know, in Bash, in Perl, that you can redo with Ansible or you can insert with a current workflow. So it doesn't, most of the time you don't need to throw away everything, you can integrate in the current workflow. And this is very interesting and one of the strengths of Ansible, one that I really like it. So because there are some like a Jolly module, command or shell that can execute some additional file outside of the Ansible world. And I think that also Red Hat is playing a good strategy because the open source version is free for everybody, there is no limit and you can use as much as you want. If you need some additional support or many enterprise features, for example, all the UI, all the suite, they're selling the subscription with Red Hat automation platform will make sense for enterprises and the customer that need a lot of automation and also a lot of support. And you pay basically by server, so the more server you manage, the more it's going to pay. But this is more or less that strategy, and I think that will be very interesting. I'm very curious about the newest trend. For example, there is this new Ansible event-driven technology that it means that you have a core that is always listening and is going to trigger by some event, some change in the file system, some messages, and I think will be very interesting with 2023. Also, there is a new trend of AI. Ansible project already announced Project Wisdom with collaboration with IBM and Watson team to create some sort of tool that simplify the development. Basically, you write the idea of what you would like to accomplish with a task, and the AI try to predict what could be the code for this. I found very useful. I tried recently some AI, for example, ChatGPT, Google Bard, but the quality is a bit lacking because there are still products that are not specific for the Ansible world. And I think in 2023 is really worth it, especially with the uncertainty that we are facing in the economic. The more we can automate, the more is time saving, the more is also less error prone. So there is a lot of advantage of learning this technology. And also in the marketplace, I saw a lot of analysis from Indeed, from some popular job board that Ansible is requested in the market. As you can see from the size of this graphic, that is pretty strong and is pretty market, so it means that there is a strong adoption. So the skill that you are learning today, you can use forever in your career. I think this is only my personal opinion because I'm looking in the market, and to be honest, I think this is a very interesting technology. Tell me what you think about in the comment below. Have a great day and let's automate more with Ansible. Bye!